Troubleshooting Life daily vlog, day number 67, March 18th, 2018. Hope everybody made it home safe last night. I just worked, so I didn't do anything special. So I had a little science experiment this morning. The wife left her breakfast she made last night, hard-boiled eggs, for today out. And was curious whether or not they were safe. It still felt cold. So I said, well, give me my thermometer. We'll check out the temperature. 71 degrees. Now, I don't know if anybody knows this about food safety and temperature control. Unless you've been in the kitchen, most people don't realize this, or if they've looked it up, it's the only reason they know. But the danger zone for temperatures on food is between 41 degrees and 140 degrees. That is where food bacteria grows. So they say after you have hot food, you have about 2 hours to get it. So, like I said, you have 2 hours to get the hot food cooled to 70 degrees and below. And then you have another 4 hours to get that food from 70 to 40 degrees and below. So it's a 6-hour window. You have 2 hours for the first. And you should really never if it's cold food, you should never let it get above 40 degrees for longer than 2 hours. And if it does, you need to get it below that 40 degree mark after that as quick as possible. That's why I recommend shallow pans, freezers, just anything to get it quick cold. You should never, ever cook hot food and then cover it up and put it in the fridge. You might have done this in the past and you might have been okay, but you never know. You don't know what you could be doing to yourself in the future. You could kill yourself. I see a lot of people food prepping online nowadays. It's the new thing, and I get a little concerned because I'm not sure if all those people know about cooling food properly. I'm hoping that they've done their research on the whole meal prep, and that's one of the things they've touched on. Another misconception online that doesn't hold entirely all truth. It says if you don't get your food cooled to 70 degrees, in that 2 hours you can heat it back up to 165 for 15 seconds and then continue the cooling process again. That's not entirely true. So the problem with that is between the 70 degree and the 139 degree range is when bacteria grows the most. That's when it's the best temperature for it, and that's the highest growth rate. So every 20 minutes that you spend outside after that 2 hours, bacteria grows rapidly. So that method really depends on how quickly you catch it. Like if it was like 75 degrees and you just hit the 2 hour mark, heat it back up to 165. That's okay. But if you don't know how long you were in that range, it's not safe. You can't cook bacteria out of your food. Needless to say, threw my wife's eggs out. They felt cold to touch, but don't ever go by that. Because an eggshell is going to always feel colder than what it is inside. 70 degrees, not safe. Best part of waking up, a little coffee in my cup. Drip, drip, drip. Drip, drip, drip. Drip, drip, drip. French roast. So, the one way to check if a hard-boiled egg is done is spin it. See how it's perfect right there, guys? It's perfectly cooked.
Cool.
Cool it off. Now the science behind that is the egg spins perfectly because the egg's fully cooked. The center of gravity has a center of gravity. When the yolk isn't cooked in the middle all the way, it's still a little bit liquidy, so the liquid moves around and sets off the center of gravity, which makes it wobble. So the science behind that is the reason the egg spins perfectly is the egg's fully cooked, so it has a nice center of gravity in there. When it's not fully cooked and you know it starts wobbling, is because there's a little bit of liquid in the center which sets off that center of gravity and causes it to wobble. And just another lazy Sunday, doing a little yard sale. The weather's nice. Waiting on the wife to get back and we'll go outside and do some more organizing, getting ready, packing. Where are we off to next?